sold 3 things out of the Homeschool Hustler store, and I don't even know how many things we sold. I keep trying to get this video on, and I hear another cha-ching and another cha-ching. I really got to go to 2-day shipping because I can't get this stuff out and get a decent night's sleep. But as historical author Anthony Brandt has said, other things may change us, but we start and end with family. I've been picking the Commonwealth for 20 years, searching high and low at yard, estate sales, antique malls, thrift stores, junk shops, garages, and sometimes even barns for treasures I can pass on to new homes through eBay. But now as I watch my little ones growing up before my eyes, I find that my real treasures are right here with me every day. So join us as we pick, flip, and resell on our 2 eBay stores and in our 2 antique booths. Hello everybody, welcome back to Commonwealth Picker. My name's Kevin and we're in the cave again tonight, and we had a great day of sales on both stores. Sold 3 things out of the Homeschool Hustler store, and I don't even know how many things we sold. I keep trying to get this video on and I hear another cha-ching and another cha-ching. I really got to go to 2-day shipping because I can't get this stuff out and get a decent night's sleep. But you know what, I'm not complaining. This has been so fun, and as always, there's a couple of viewer sales in there as well. And I can't wait to show you what's sold. But first, I think this is the day before Thanksgiving. And, you know, I don't really want to work on Thanksgiving. So we have an antique booth video that we've done that we should have done a while ago that me and Blue Ridge Mama did. And I told her, I said, hey, we're going to put this on the other channel. We're going to put this on Commonwealth Flipper. And she said, no. She said, I'm going on the big channel. I said, all right, baby. So we're going to put it on the big channel on Thanksgiving. And I'm going to take a day off. And hopefully you take a day off. And don't even watch that video. Watch it the next day. And enjoy the blessings in your life and enjoy your family. So we're blessed to have you watching us, and we appreciate it. And hope you keep coming back for more. Sooner rather than later, we're going to be in that shed outside, in that shack, in that whatever. Hey, you know what? Maybe this is the video we go over those things at the bottom, and we'll put this poll up and let it go over Thanksgiving and Black Friday, and then figure out what we're going to name that thing. I think we'll do that. I'll probably mention them in this video at the end, at the very end, and then I'll make a poll and put it up on YouTube, and y'all can vote on those things. Now, I have veto power. I tell my kids all the time in my classroom, I said, y'all can pick what we're doing today, you know. Well, I don't quite say it like that. I said, you know, I'll give them choices every once in a while, and I say, but I have veto power. So that still remains. So if you pick something like the In a Mansion, I don't think I'm going to go with that, even though it is kind of funny, I got to tell you. At any rate, let's take a look at what's sold today, and then we'll get into some other things. And as always, we'll put something interesting on the end. And as always, I forgot to tell you how much we sold before I do that. I'm going to get that right one day. $357.69 out of the Commonwealth Picker store, and $412.57 out of the, total $412.57. And that's $62.88 out of the Homeschool Hustler stores. I had a lot of people messaging me lately about some items that we found in some of those garage sales. So a couple things. Sometimes those garage sales are like in the last couple of days, and I get the video out. Sometimes they're a week or so old, and I've got those things up and sold and listed. Sometimes they're not even listed. So hit up my Instagram or Facebook, and that might be better. Or you could email me. You know, I'm starting to get so many emails and messages, it's hard to keep up, but I'm trying. And if you want something in particular, let me know maybe before it gets up there, and we can work something out. But once it's up there, it's, you know, fair game, whoever gets it. So, but we did have one thing a buyer communicated beforehand that we got sold. I put it up on the Homeschool Hustler store to make it easier to find. I know it's sometimes hard to navigate the other store. We really appreciate y'all doing that. And if you, like I said, if you want some, hit me up on Instagram or on Facebook. Maybe we can do it there. If not, it'll be up on the store eventually, or it's already sold, one or the other. And if you're watching the show, you know what's selling. So anyway, we appreciate you. I am going to put a video on the other channel about a polo jacket that I found, a down polo jacket. They used to go for $1,500 to $2,000 back in the day. And I posted this one for $1,000. It's not going to sell for $1,000. I want to feel the market out to see how many people are going to watch it. I'm toying with the idea of putting out there for 99 cents in an auction. It's the very first video I did. And in the summer, there was a few listed for $1,200, $1,500, and I thought I was going to get more money. And then this one has some bleeding in it, and I put a video up on it. Unfortunately, I'm not going to get what I initially thought, but you know what? It'll be fun, and I might just put it out there for auction. It's a down jacket from the early 90s, and it has the suicide skier on the back. And there's only a few listed out there. They're doing tons of knockoffs of this jacket, just like they're doing tons of knockoffs of the other polos, and people aren't buying the old ones anymore. But, you know, that's part of the business. eBay kind of sets the curve on some of that stuff sometimes, and then people come behind it and make money off of it. Who knows? But if you want to check that video out, it's a short one. You can check it out on the other channel and see what we're going to do with that thing. It is posted and listed right now. It's listed at $1,000. So if it sells for that, then, you know, Merry Christmas to us, but I don't think it will. So we'll probably end up putting it on an auction and hopefully getting, you know, a few $100s for it. So we'll see. Go check it out, and don't go watch my very first video because it's embarrassing. Although I do look pretty slender in it. I have to check that out. Anyway, let's take a look at what's sold. All right, so I'm just going to let you peek in. Here's a PlayStation 1, and it has a few loose games with it. Nothing amazing. $24.95 plus shipping. I had my boy, Bubba, clean it. Actually, he tested it first, then he cleaned it, and then he put a few games with it. And it works, and we're shipping it out. We're not making a ton of money, but I pick them up if I can get them really cheap, you know, less than $5, because it's a good way for him to make some money. When he has time, he can make some gas money, and he doesn't mind testing those things. I hate testing them. One of my least favorite things to do is to test video games and to test VCRs. This is the space where I do my testing, and it's kind of overcrowded right now. And so he takes it out into his room and uses the TV in there and does the testing in there and cleans it back in here. So that's a nice way for him to make a little money, and I'm going to make a little profit. You know, I pay him for it, so I'm going to end up probably making, for me, about 10 to 12 bucks. And all I'm really doing is buying it and shipping it. Haven't sold much Liberty stuff in a while. I'm used to selling a bunch of it, and haven't sold any in probably a week or two. This sold for $21.41, and we paid about $3 for it. So it's a nice little, probably $13 profit. This used to be a Bolo for us. I feel like I was the only one buying and selling these things. They sold really well for us, these Outburst Juniors. This one's got a little damage here. It is complete. They don't sell for much of anything anymore. I used to get $20 for these things, for whatever this particular kind was good. This one's been on the store for a long time, and it sold finally for $10.88 plus shipping. So I probably paid 50 cents or $1 for it. So it's a decent profit. But like I said, I used to make $15 profit on these things. Now I'm making about $8, and I probably won't buy any more is my guess. All right, here's another Anini. We've been selling the heck out of that lately. And this is Mary's Donkey, and it sold for $22.81. $22.81, and it's in the box. It's missing some of the styrofoam, I think. I'm not sure how that one was set up, but this one's not very breakable. The figures aren't. If you're selling Anini, the structures are really breakable and very easy to break, but the figurines are not easy to break at all, so they're very easy to ship and sell. So this is on consignment for Dirt Road Treasures, and that reminds me of something. And it sold for $22.81, so we're going to split that profit after fees and after shipping. That reminds me, I had somebody mention that they were coming to Bedford and they were going to go to Bell Treasures and Needful Things, and it reminded me when we did the antique video. If you do that, which is awesome, thank you so much, tell them when you go in there, say, hey, where's Commonwealth Pickers booth? They'll tell you downstairs at Bell Treasures, there's 2 of them, and then upstairs at Needful Things, and they'll tell you where there are, and they'll give you 10% off of anything in that booth at all, anything at all. Matter of fact, you can get the Anyman, I think, real cheap at there. You can get it for like $5 or something, plus you get it for $4.50, and so they're cheaper there. Of course, I don't have to ship them. If you do come by and take a look, that's awesome. We appreciate it, but make sure you get your 10% discount. And when you're there, check out Bedford. Check out Green's Pharmacy on the corner right there. Amazing. And check out the D-Day Memorial. All right, some of you saw me buy this. If you saw the yard sale video with the Cubs jacket, we bought this at the same yard sale. I think my camera went out, so I had to show you at the end what we bought, I think, because I was using my phone instead of using my GoPro. And we bought this for, people ask me why I say we all the time. I say we because this is a team effort. I know I'm the only one going out on the garage sales, but 8 of the things that sold today, 3 of them aren't on this video, Blue Ridge Mama listed, and the kids helped too. Hopefully I can get the kids down here to say thank you for a few of these things, but it is getting late, so I'm not sure I can, but either way, they're thanking you if you bought something out of the Homeschool Hustler store. I bought these and a bunch of brand new bamboo crochet hooks for $5, the whole bunch of them. And I decided to sell this all off in a lot and those all off in a lot. This sold for $25 plus shipping. So it is going to give us a profit of about, after fees, about 14 bucks. And I still have all those brand new bamboo ones, and that'll be pure profit. So look outside the box sometimes. You know, who the heck would buy this, right? If it's the right price and you can sell something in bulk, there's somebody out there who wants it. There's somebody who teaches a knitting class somewhere that wants to buy a ton of these, not for full price. And they eventually bought them. It was out there for about a month before they sold. 25 bucks plus shipping. Another Fontanini, and this is the Blacksmith Shop, and this is the one you got to be careful. If there's styrofoam in it, you're golden. Just package it even better. I even sometimes put bubble wrap around this and put it in another box and get it secure. This one sold for $44.95 plus shipping. All right, only one Anyman going out today. We've been on a roll with Anyman. And it reminded me, because this person bought it from a different listing. I have 2 Anyman listings out there. And it's because I was able to put 2 different keywords in it, and people are searching for different things. And I forgot about it. This one only has 9 in it, and I see the quantity left is 9. And this went to a viewer. They asked me for a discount, and I gave it to them. 10 bucks. If you want one, we'll give you a discount off the price. Put it in a stocking this year. And it sold to Randall or Randy. And I can't remember if you sent me a message and said something in there. I'll often forget if you put it in a regular message. If when you buy it, you put a little message up there, I can repeat what you want me to say. But I don't think, Randy, I don't think you did. So, Randy, this is coming to you, and we'll get it to you real quick. All right, here's an example of me getting greedy. So, you may have seen this yard sale video. You may not have. This is a Dooney and Burke, a keychain, I guess, leather keychain, and it sold for $16.88. So, I bought 2 of these, and I think I paid $1 a piece. And it was right after I found a heavy gold bracelet. And I paid just a couple of bucks for it. I'm like, you know, I just made $900 on that bracelet. I don't think it was that much. I don't remember exactly how much it was, but it's a pretty good little chunk of gold. So it's going to be nice. A few $100s for sure. And then I saw these. I'm like, oh, I got to pick these up too, because these will sell. And this is a great little sale. You know, you buy this for $1, sells for $16.88. You figure you're 4, 6, you're making $11 or $12 on these guys, and there's 2 of them. And that's 24 bucks for some easy work right there. All right, so here's an interesting story. This is a wall Fontanini, and I sold this on yesterday's show, and I got a message today while I'm sitting there eating lunch at school, and I had to go back and forth for a while. It was kind of a pain in the butt. I was trying to edit some video and grade some quizzes at the same time while I'm eating my apple. I got 2 phones going and 2 computers, and it's like, I can't do this much longer, y'all. And this sold yesterday, and then somebody messaged me and said, hey, I found mine right after I bought this thing, and I have a friend who wants one. Can you just ship it to them? And I'm like, hey, you can't see it, but I'm like, I already have the label on this thing. I'm ready to ship it. So this is a little, for you newbies out there, if you go into print another label, and I may be doing this wrong. Sometimes I say stuff and people chime in the comments and are like, yeah, you could do it a lot easier than that. Feel free to tell me. I'm all for easy. And you go into the print shipping label, and you go and you can void the label as long as it hadn't been scanned yet. It used to be within 24 hours, but I think now it's as long as it hasn't been scanned. You can correct me if I'm wrong. And so I canceled that label, and then I canceled it. They wanted me to ship it to the other person. I'm like, no, I'm not going to do that. I'll just relist it, tell the other person to buy it, because you never know the cost difference. I had that happen today. Somebody bought a Zamboni machine blow up from me, and they're in North Carolina, and they wanted me to ship it to Ohio. I'm like, hey, it's going to cost more money to ship it up there. At least I think it is. And I'm not doing that. I'll cancel the order, and if you could resubmit with the actual address, I'll do it. And I was polite about it, but it makes your life a lot easier, and you don't have any big money sitting out there that could be taken away from you. So that's exactly what I did, and sure enough, that person bought it almost immediately after I relisted it. So that was kind of cool. So this is a sale that actually went out yesterday and is going to go out again today because I didn't ever ship it. $34.95 plus shipping. I don't know if I told you, but it's Fontanini walls. You can check yesterday's video if you want to see it. All right, so I don't want these to fall out. Here are some snow babies, and these sell pretty decent, not amazing money, But Snow Baby set of 3 bisque ornaments. And these are, spell out joy. It's 68807 is what this one is. And they sold for $19.95 plus shipping. Second day in a row that Blue Ridge Mama sold some Snow Babies. And these are being sold for my mother-in-law. So I'm taking a cut, Granny. I'm taking 10% right off the top. So you can, I'm just kidding. She doesn't watch these most time anyway, so I can tease her. I don't think I've sold one of these since I've been on this show, since we've had this show. Radio Waves Jerry Garcia, and this is Dr. Demento. And I bought these, early on I was selling these for crazy money, like 20 bucks, 30 bucks a pop. And then the market dried up completely. Now I'm selling them for like 4 bucks plus shipping. I think I bought 1,000 of these, and I bought them at Goodwill. I don't know what they sell their CDs for, but this is just a CD, and it's a promo essentially, and it's a recording of a radio show that Jerry Garcia was on years and years ago, and it's an interview, Late for Supper, Loser, Truckin'. I think it's got songs on there too, but I could be wrong. It's been a long time since I listened to this thing. It might be an interview and a song and an interview and a song and an interview and a song, something like that. I have hundreds of these things. 500 I think is what I bought, maybe 2 boxes of 500. Paid 5 bucks a piece for the box. They were asking $1 a piece, and I bought 1,000 of them just because I asked. I said, listen, it's gonna take, years to sell these things off at that price. And the manager came out and said, all right, how much you want to pay? I said, I'll give you 5 bucks for each box. And they gave me 1,000 for 10 bucks. So, I mean, I don't know, do the math on that one. So even if you're making $3 a piece, you're going to end up making $3 grand on these things. Now, I might be old and retired by the time I sell them all, because I think I've sold around 100 of them. But so what? After you sell, 5 of them, 4 of them, you're making a profit? So they can sit up there all day long, and I can sell 1 or 2 a year, and I'm perfectly fine with it. All right, here's another LU. I don't know what you call these things. What do you call these things? Tell me what you call them. I don't know. What did I call them? I didn't call them nothing because Blue Ridge Mama listed this one. A trapper hat. Does this sound good to you? Ear flaps. This is a Liberty University Stadium giveaway. They gave these away twice, 2 different years. And so I find them out and about at yard sales all the time, especially in the summertime. It's 100 degrees and this is laying on a table, and you ask how much you want for that. They're like, I don't know, 50 cents. And I buy them all the time. Every time I find one, I've probably sold 50 of them. And they sell pretty good. This one sold for $15.81. And they cost, 50 cents, and they're costing $3 or less to ship these things. So you're making a pretty good little, probably a $10 profit on these. Here's a Goodwill retail arbitrage, I guess, if you can say that. This is a Glenn Beck sweater, and I bought a ton of Glenn Beck stuff, and this was on discount as well. I think we bought these for 2 bucks a piece. This is a 3XL, so it's definitely going to be flat rate, padded flat rate. It's going to be a tough fit in there, but we're going to fit it in there, and it sold out the door for $19.81. So not a huge profit, but we're going to make about $8 to $9 on this thing. And I think this is the last one. We bought a bunch, and they've sold slowly but surely. It's so late. There's a few things that have sold, but I'm not going to ship them out till tomorrow because we're well past that deadline. So I have till tomorrow night to ship those things out. And I'm going to show you 3 things that stole from the Homeschool Hustler store, but I'm going to try to go upstairs and find them Homeschool Hustlers first and see if they can come down, if Blue Ridge Mama lets them come down. It is probably a little past their bedtime. And if nothing else, we'll get them to write you a little thank you note, and we'll stick it in there. So hold on just a second. All right, they made it down, and we have 3 sales. 1 is right here, and I'm going to talk about that in a minute. And we got 2 right here. This is, Turner, what do you got right there?
I forgot his name.
It's on Snoopy. Do you remember Woodstock?
Yeah.
That's right. That's the bird, Woodstock. And that's from 1972. Man, I wasn't even born in 1972. And that sold for $9.41. And I bought it for 50 cents at a yard sale. I don't think I've aired that yard sale. I've been tentative, y'all. You're going to have to let me know. There was a bunch of yard sales where halfway through the yard sale, there was a fire that broke out. And I didn't want to kind of exploit somebody's problems. I edited that thing down and got it to where I didn't think I was hurting anybody's feelings. But it's an interesting video, so I thought maybe I'd put it out And that purchase of that Woodstock is on that video. So maybe I'll put it on the other channel someday. Anyway, we'll let you know. Reagan, what is that thing?
Popple's Plushlings.
That's right. It's a plushling, I think is what it's called, or something like that.
Oh,
and
Pupplings.
Blue Ridge Mama listed that thing, and that came from that giant plush, that monster's peeking over your shoulder. That giant plush sale we got, and it is our second sale, I think, and we'll be talking about those in a little bit. So would y'all say thank you?
Thank you.
All right, see y'all later.
Bye.
Oh, wait, I forgot something. That went to a family of nerds.
Oh.
Do you remember a family of nerds? No, wait a minute. Now I've got it all mixed up. This went to Flippin' Pickers. That little papa went to Flippin' Pickers. And so we appreciate you, and we'll try to get you a thank you note in there, okay? All right, here is the other sale out of the Homeschool Hustler store, and I just put it on there really for convenience. These are the Weird Al t-shirts, and I had 3 or 4 people give me some messages and some interest in these, and I ended up putting them up on the Homeschool Hustler store. Weird Al Yankovic, straight out of Linwood, hilarious stuff, tour shirt, and they're size large, and they went to the family of nerds. This is your second purchase, y'all, and we really appreciate it. So for $39.95. Free shipping, and we'll ship these out to you ASAP. Has the dates of the tour on the back, and it's kind of a neat little shirt. And we're going to add that to our total and show you here in just a minute what our total is for this, what I'm calling the Plush Nirvana sale. We haven't had a sale out of the Happy Little Accident in a while, so we need to have one so we can get to 2,000. I thought we'd be at 2,000 by Thanksgiving, and we're just a shade underneath. We're shipping these out to the family of nerds, and we appreciate you. All right, real quick before I let y'all go, Hello Kitty, we already sold that, $10 profit. Little Popple, the Little Popple we sold today on the Homeschool Hustler store was an $8 profit. And the 2 Weird Al shirts after shipping, after fees, is going to be $27 profit. So we're $45 back on 3, I always do that, on 3 items out of 156 bucks. So I still haven't announced the winner for the person who guessed what I guessed the profit would be, and hopefully I'm going to do that on Friday's show. So if you put a guess down there on that video, be watching on Friday. All right, see you next time. All right, almost forgot to put this on here. So my wife and my daughter went through the last video where we asked about the names and just kind of sifted through that one and the initial one where we asked about names. And this is what they came up with, either something that they saw multiple times or that they liked and saw multiple times. And they picked, out of all those names, 5 of them to be put on this poll. So the eBay Shack, the Commonwealth Cabin, the Picker Palace, the Commonwealth Cottage, and the Blue Ridge Barn. So those are the ones. I can tell you right now, I'm not going to tell you which one. One of those, if it wins, I'm going to veto, but I'm going to say we're going to let y'all choose, and hopefully you don't pick the one I don't like. You can probably figure it out. But anyway, we'll put those on a poll. Sorry for all the other ones that didn't make the poll. And we appreciate everybody commenting down there. And I don't know if we'll put the poll on this video. I might just put a community poll out there, and you'll have to track it down and put your vote in there. So thank y'all, and have a wonderful Thanksgiving. We'll see you next time.